Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Moon Garden, an incremental game about growing home. And yeah, this is another one where we have a cat. I don't know what's with it being a theme lately. We've just got a lot of games with cats. Can't actually pet the cat here, unfortunately. Sadly, that'd be a fun little menu thing, but here we are. The cosmos. Oh, the cat talks to us. I'm glad you're safe. The crash scattered us. One moment I was beside you, the next I was staring at the sky full of dust. This moon's full of old machines, all quiet now. Your ship's done, but the core still works. Maybe there's still spark hiding in these old machines. Left click on the power core to bring it up, then bring it to the generator to the right. Okay, so we'll grab you. Okay, and then do we not have manual movement? There we go, a little light in the dark. The generator's online. That'll give us the energy to work with. Okay, how do I need to be using my controller? No. Do I just click? I just click. It is click only, sir. Here I was trying to use WASD. I tried to use the arrow keys. I tried to use the controller that's literally connected. So we're gonna go over here and there it is. An old seed vending machine still intact after all this time. Okay, so yeah, it is just mouse driven. I can hold down the mouse button. We'll just go. We don't even have to click to go there. Click a seed on the left to drop it through the board. If you're lucky, it'll land in a bonus bucket and duplicate. Ooh, so I'm gonna go with. We're gonna try for that 3. Oh, we got a 2. It's fine. Bonus output if double. Output is doubled if planted in a row of 3+ sun petals. Okay. Okay, can we actually get another one of these? Or... seeds need water, that cryo thing. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped over it. It'll need power from the generator to run. Okay, so we come over here. Power that on. Collect water. And it'll just go. Collect some water, see that bar above the collect button, click the button again when it peaks to extract 2 times the water, miss it and you'll get the normal amount. Okay, so we collect a little bit there. Man, getting peak there is going to be a pain in the butt. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting this anytime soon. There's probably going to be a way to slow it down. Okay, so we have that. Look at that tree. It's still alive somehow. I've heard stories about it from long ago. They say if it grows tall enough, it could reach the orbital station above. Living bridge. Okay, so we have a little bit of water, a little bit of energy there. A living bridge off this moon sounds impossible. I know. The garden's where we start. Flowers produce sap and the tree feeds on sap. Grow enough flowers, keep the tree fed, and maybe, just maybe. Power on the garden to the right. See if these old stories are true. Okay, so I guess it wants us to do this one. We have 2 of these. Your flower petal inventory is at the bottom. Drag a flower to the garden pod to plant it. So we got that. Flowers consume water per cycle and can't be moved once planted. So choose wisely. Right-click to uproot them. Output is doubled if planted in a row of 3 sun petals. So that's growing. And it is just producing a bit more. So if we just do like that... And then, good work. I'm researching this moon. I'll need your help. The rest is up to you. Okay. So we need to collect 50 pollen. Is that going to come out of this? No. That's the sap feeder. You are the bot assembly pad. Ground station. Looks like we're going to have room for other stuff. Big question mark there. Definitely going to have room for other stuff. So we've got pollen coming in. I should probably gather myself a 3rd sunflower if possible. So we come here and we buy that. We get to... Yeah, ooh, that was a close one. Okay, so once we get to 11, I will go ahead and get another one of those. Got 3 times. Sweet. So we can uproot them once they're in here, but for the most part, they're not going to be really set up for... I wonder if that will actually... Let's see. It planted in a row of 3+ sun petals. So if we just like do a top row of just those, we should actually generate a lot more. I do still have 2 sunflower seeds. We need to be gathering water, I believe. We have an extraction rate of 1 per second. So we're just building up water there for now. Research task. Okay, I finally found you. Be right there. Okay, research task added. Do we actually have research now? Oh, hi. What are you bringing in on a little Nimbus? Hi, how are you? Spore Lily. Produce. Okay, so we have schematics for that. Produces +1 if not adjacent to any other flowers. We have adjacent flowers produce 1 additional resource when they produce. Counts as a flower type, all flower types, +1 for each unique adjacent flower type. Okay, so those are kind of expensive. It says grow our tree. I'm gonna try growing the tree. Sap feeder automatically feeds sap to the tree. Fill the progress bar to grow it taller. Earn more stardust. If your sap hits 0 during growth, the progress resets. So keep flowers producing. So we actually need to be producing sap. These just produce pollen. So we actually do need this to be able to produce sap. So produces 1 if not adjacent to any other flowers. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get that going. And we'll go ahead and generate some more of you guys. These cost 50. Well, there's 2 times and 1 times. That's not great, but it'll work. We're actually right there for that one as well. Can we get a 3 times? Maybe. Nope, just another 2 times. That's fine. Collect. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to get that one at the peak. If it was like within a window there, maybe. But getting it whenever it's completely full, hell no. Okay, so not next to any other flowers. Wonder if it counts diagonals. We're going to find out. So that's producing now. Let's see. It should produce 5. We put 1 there. Does it now produce 4? Doesn't look like it. It looks like they're going to just keep producing 5. We'll know for sure whenever this one actually starts producing. Do you produce 5? Yes, it does. So we can go ahead and just plant those. Now we're going to start getting a decent amount of sap. So it only consumes 1.6 per second, which is good. So we'll be able to get our next little bit of research there. Should I be going for more flowers? Probably not just yet. I'm going to go ahead and collect those. I don't think I need that much higher of a pollen count, although... You know what? Let's go ahead and do a handful of these. There we go. That should be more than enough to do another row. Wonder if we can research to make this bigger is a question. And yes, I will probably strip away some of these. I'll uproot them and get them out of there eventually. Bought assembly plant, ground stations. Those require a bit of power. I don't think we generate enough power to actually maintain those. We collected that and get some water. We do still have you. Can we actually do any kind of upgrades to you? No, you're just going to produce 1 per tick. So we're going to need an additional power source of some sort. This is almost there. I'm going to go ahead and grab a bit more Vasa. Research task complete. Sweet. That's still growing. Sweet. So we can get solar petals, or we can save up for a moon bell or a mirror vine. Think this gets us data? So yeah, we'll go ahead and take you. We're just getting common ones right now, which is probably not what it really wants us to do. But we'll go ahead and get them growing. Do you get anything special? No, you are literally just... We're going to get you data. So I only need a couple of you guys. It feels like we're going to have multiple grow spots because of how many seeds we can get. Otherwise, why would you grab multiples of those? I don't know. Let's go ahead and we will throw solar petals there and there because they shouldn't interfere with anything. We could put some solar petals here on the side as well. If I rip you up, put some of these there, 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 and there. That should still be producing a good amount of sap and everything else. On top of the data, which I'm guessing is going to be the bot assembly plant. So bot capacity, these just cost, we can build a bot. Bot capacity level 1. We got another research task. You can build bots here to automate tasks across your base. Build a bot, then click the bot capacity task to assign your first bot. Remember, bots can't be unassigned once placed, so choose wisely. I'm going to go ahead and send one to the cryo extractor, I think. Or do we send them to some of these other ones? We got plenty of pollen. Seed shop provides progress percent discount to all seed. Okay. So we're going to unlock you. We need 3 water. Oh, we need more water. Okay. And we need data. Oh, we got one there somehow. How I got a critical there? I don't know. It's kind of what we're sitting at. So we do actually kind of have to shuffle back and forth on this. So we need water for this. We're going to go ahead and build another bot. Gonna build a few more. We need cryo extractor and extraction rate. Looks like we got plenty of resources for most of this. So we'll send them off to do their things. I guess we could do one here. We'll go ahead and build another bot. I don't think they're really eating anything, are they? Let's go ahead and send you to the seed shop. Sure, I'll send one over there, even though we haven't actually activated that yet. We don't have the energy for it just yet. Apparently, I don't know what the mulch thing is. I have a feeling that's going to be prestige. If I had to take a wild guess. You guys are just going to keep working over here. You really need more seeds? Not really. They're just there to do their thing. So data, we have 3 research points, though. Produces water for each adjacent flower. Oh, yes. Producing water? Yes, please. So we have you there. Just going to dump a whole bunch of you in there with our pollen, just so we have a handful of them. So for each adjacent flower, they will do a Vasa. So I'm trying to think of how we want to organize stuff. We're already getting way too much data, so let's go ahead and get rid of those. Question becomes how to organize these, and do we actually care about the sap getting higher? Yes, we do, because that is our upgrade thing, so they're going to just sit down there. I do think we would have been better off. Do we have enough of these? I can go get some more spore lilies. But what I'm thinking is we rip these up, and we throw the water ones there. Are we serious? I need water to plant the water ones? Fine. Let's go ahead and plant the water vines. They should produce a decent amount. We're going to actually go 4 of them there. That should get them to produce at least a little bit of extra water. I don't have to sit here and do this. Do you have anything new for me over here, bud? Not yet. But now we should be... I don't think we're going to be on a net plus for water. No, we're still not. I think we need another source of sap. So sap consumption is negative, sadly, right now. Research task added. Cool. So we're at a negative on sap and on water. So what do we actually go with on this one? One thing I could do, I think I am going to go do this over here. I'm going to get a lot more sap ones, and we're not going to worry about them producing more. We're just going to make more of them. Okay, so it landed in 1 times. So what we want is we're going to go with not worrying about them actually getting optimal. Instead, we're going to go Glacier Vine, Glacier Vine, Glacier Vine. Do we care about these being optimal either? That is actually worthwhile because that is doubling their output for each placement. So if we go like this, seems like it might be best to have the water ones kind of in the middle. As it stands, I think we are actually getting more sap just by having more slots there. Yeah, sap consumption, we're going to run out eventually, sadly. I don't know what we're going to do to improve that. But we do actually have enough to do 1 more of these. Let's see what the satellite thing is, because we should have enough energy for it now. The ground station deploys satellites to collect bits, which you process into data. Processing normally costs 16 bits per data, but time the minigame right for critical hit, it's only 8 bits per data. Again, satellite, 4 of those. Research task added. Grow your tree to a height of 10 meters. We're almost there. The wind blossoms are better than these. So we could gut these. We have to be a little careful about when we do this, but we could gut those in favor of getting the wind blossoms and rearrange our entire thing. There's our satellites. This is full, so we can gather water out of it. I think we're net positive on water now, though. We're a net positive on pretty much everything at the moment. Process bits. I think these are supposed to end up giving us... What is it giving us? Satellites deployed, bits 11, data range 17 meters. I don't know what you're giving us, though, is the thing. Maybe it's something we'll learn about in a bit. Okay, so sap consumption is super high. Let's go ahead and produce more seeds while we have that going. I think we're going to be going for the moon bell, I think. We'll get a handful of moon bells and we'll get a handful of wind blossoms. That should get us a decent number of the different seeds. +5 in a column with 3. These are just doubles, so they become 2 with those. So spore lilies are the most important. Water ones are nice as well. So I think we need to get some more of these. Yeah, I think we need glacial and solars if we're going to rearrange everything. And moonbells would not be bad. We could also still use some more of the spore lilies, just in case. So glacials, we'll go ahead and get a handful of. We need moonbells, and we need solar petals, because we're kind of low on those. Solar petals we don't need a lot of, because we're not using a lot of data, but at the same time, I don't know how many of the water guys we're going to need. We definitely have a net positive on water. Okay, so we should be able to get this before we run out of sap. So we got that research task complete. Turn your tree into mulch. Okay. Mulch for stardust. So that is an awful noise. And that gets us... Okay, so it gets us the... Oh, damn. Okay. That's our prestige, and that's what's going to be accessible on the full version. I kind of wish... Yeah, it doesn't let us actually continue on this one. I kind of wish it would have let me go a little further into it so I could actually look at the meta progression. Because that's going to be our prestige, and that's going to be how you're going to build a plant home. So we also don't know what the thing over on the right is. So this is basically the demo has been the tutorial. Did it in about 20-something minutes. I think it's worth a short video on because I think it's compelling and it's going to be a decent incremental game. I kind of want to see what they plan for the long term of it. How long is the full game going to be? Don't have information on that. How long is the tree growth going to be required to go up? Like how much meta progression are we going to need to beat the game? Are both really important things to answer about incremental games. Do you need to do all the meta progression to actually finish the game? Some do this, some don't. This one does have a lot more active play, with you having to do things like gathering the... Let's go ahead and let that drop down. Ooh, 1 seed. Cute. Yeah, with things like you having to gather the water and stuff like this. Although once we get the water flower, that's not really a problem. So it just fills up and we just collect however much is there. Then we actually just get over to the tree and it just does its thing. I do find the mulching thing interesting. It does want me to do this real quick. There you go. We're just skipping through the little bit of the tutorial. But yeah, down here is going to be the meta progression of each time you prestige, you see your different events. I really am curious as to what... It looks like it plans on having more buildings here. And it looks like this is intended to be some kind of either story bit or something like that, which I think would be interesting. I'm intrigued by this. I wish there was more to bite onto in this. Yeah, go give it a try if you want to kind of see how the mechanics feel. It feels weird to be controlling myself with the mouse. Can I just fly up there? How high up can I go? We should probably check this. This is required. We can only go up that far. Is there anything up here? Probably not. Although that would be kind of a funny place to include an Easter egg. Just up here at the edge of the world. In the great abyss. That is where we came from. But either way, this has been a nice little short video dive into essentially what amounts to the tutorial of an incremental game. And I do see the actual seed planting thing being really interesting to kind of get around with, because you're going to have to plan out how you want to maximize your resources via that. Within a couple weeks of it coming out, or even just a couple days, chances are somebody's going to have that optimized to shit and back. So just as a heads up, don't be surprised by that. But yeah, I could see possibly 3 verticals and then have the water ones kind of like situated kind of in the middle, and then have the sap ones arranged. However, I have a feeling by the end you might be going really heavy sap here. Like, you have everything else done, so why not just go heavy sap? That way you have as much growth going towards the tree as possible, yada yada yada. Looking forward to the other flowers as well. But keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This is Alzorath. Bye.